Hi everyone and welcome to Austria. A little bit different this time. I'm just starting on the grid screen just because a hell of a lot happened in quali that I kind of want to explain before we go into it. So as you can see, GRcade 1-2 on the grid. Put a lot of work into upgrading them so far, so that's not surprising. Things that happened though in practice 1, Colapinto crashed out Henke's car, causing a lot of damage. Practice 1 and 2 relatively right. Day 2, Saturday, absolutely heaving it down. Inters and wets throughout practice 3. In qualifying, Dark Side B crashed out in Q1, although he had qualified, caused a red flag with 2 minutes to go, and basically screwed everyone at the bottom end of qualifying. And so that's why these bottom 5 basically ended up where they did, bottom 6. Dark Side B then not making it to Q2 because he couldn't then go out. Imrahil, trying very hard, crashes out at the end of his first flying lap, but fine, he manages to continue, and then at the start of his second flying lap, the end of his second flying lap, he crashes into the barrier and brings out a red flag and caused a lot of damage to his gear. Now, I've managed to keep all these parts, but they're in pretty poor condition. So, plan here, Force has got to go run away with it. Imrahil's got to try and hold second and stop the chasing pack from catching. So, that's where we're up to. Oh yeah, it's a dry, wet race, so we've got that to look forward to too. We'll get to that.
It's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. Amidst the noise and fanfare of the occasion, a crucial moment now to concentrate.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. The crowd are ready, the cars are ready. It's the Austrian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
It's a pretty decent start and getaway for False, that's what I needed. Imrahil holding second, Robbo and Paul fourth and third. Robbo at the inside. Hard to tell, looking back. I've got Falsey on Bolt. That's exactly what he's doing. Further back, Championship leader Grin alongside Lewis. Can Lewis hold that inside line? Constantine free. Look at the back of the Ferrari. Turn of the star, making loads of places up there. Absolutely making the most of his situation. What can he do here now? He's got Neo on the outside. Satrialis is going to get boxed. Oh, well, Satrialis survives, which I think is the best he could have done there. He's got Kutu and Miller behind him there. Now let's jump back up to the front. So let's get you off deploy. You've done your job. You're 2 seconds clear. Imrahil. For some reason, the game thinks Imrahil's tyre usage is out of control. So this strategy is a little bit on. Not too sure. Ooh, Jimbo Django there behind Floyd Freak. See how he's going to do. Is he going to look at turn 1? No, but he puts himself slightly out of position. It's going to give Devlin a run at him. DRS is now enabled. What's he going to do up into turn 3? Decide just to sit there. Imrahil's lost second place to Robbo. That's not good. Let's just watch that on replay.
Here we've got the Aston Martin.
I said DRS pass. Round the outside for the 56 car. Passing in 69.
Martin moves past.
Imrahil. He's getting the tyres up to 10. False, I need to stop attacking now. I needed to make those last. stop using those. And I need to go back to commentating. What's the point? Floyd on the back of Bohr. He's come to the start finish. Goes to the outside. Can you make him move? Take fourth place, sorry. He can. And he gets the DRS so he can catch after Imrahil as well. Imrahil a little bit damaged. Yeah, there's his powertrain. Starts gearbox damaged. Took all the spares, so there is no spares for all the upgrades. GRcade vehicle basically upgraded entirely into a B spec for this race, but they're very low on parts. That may play into Robbo's hands as he chases down Falsey. We're going to have to just accept we're going to get caught for a little bit here. Outside the top 5, Jimbo Django is looking pretty close to Devlin here. He's right under his diffuser. It goes around the right hand side. As he goes around the final corner, DRS, and off he goes ahead. With Lewis looking at making a shape on Red Dog defending. Grin sitting in 10th. I think that's the longest Grin's been in the same position to start. I think he was 9th at one point. This is the worst performance for Grin for a long time. Championship sewn up, but yeah, that's where he's at. Robbo down the hill. Tries to go right the long way round. Does require compliance from the overtaken car, and Falsey decides to do that. Imrahil loses place as well. Imrahil's confidence is going to start getting shattered. But he's doing okay with these tyres. Right, Imrahil, I'm actually going to give you some deploy. And you know what, Falsey? I might give you the same. Falsey alongside Robbo takes a lead back using the DRS. Not sure who then gets the DRS here. Definitely with the fastest lap. Probably now's not the time to use that. Let's have a look at the tyre situation. So, right, okay, I didn't know that. Falsey the only one on softs, return as well, which might explain why he does a dive bomb that corner very early doors. Robbo the only car on mediums. Everyone else on hards. Hards holding up. Imrahil's back up to 3rd. Something happened to Ball? I thought he was ahead. We saw that. So I'm just, as a team principal, I'm just going to let these two keep passing. Meanwhile, Cheeky's got both Red Bulls behind him. They're going to go around the outside. Well, one has. And he's got DRS as well. He's still got to look behind him. Lewis with more mechanical problems during practice. It's just very unlucky. As Robbo takes the lead, we'll have to look at that because it is for the lead.
Right then, we can take a look now. Here we've got the Aston Martin. It's there for the taking.
Downhill is this? Now to the top of the hill. Oh, it's close.
And we've got a new race leader.
This guy's being very respectful. Falsey's got him back. Again, race lead, I have to see it. Down the hill this time, round the outside. Or has he completed before we get to the corner? Hard to say. Well, Imrahil's managing to catch up to this group on the hard tyres. You know what, Imrahil, you're in such a good spot. I need to take better care of you. Let's just check for the weather. Halfway still, hasn't moved. So these guys have got to be careful because Imrahil absolutely fired up this weekend. We're looking to make a shape. We've got a yellow flag. I can see Floyd Freak falling down the order. He's backwards at the pit entrance, sorry, from the looks of it.
And here we go, heading into turn 1.
Turn 1, pit exit.
And there goes the steering. And they'll need to be mindful of the effect that had on the tyres.
Oh, he's stationary because all the traffic. Is he even going to get going again? Disappointment there for the kick Albert. He was looking like he would be getting points. That's why he scored. But he's failed to do so. The lead's gone back and forth again. I'm just going to skip that for now. Yeah, top 3 are well clear. Bornau has Jimbo Django behind him. They're both fighting over 4th. A little bit further back, we're not so much further back, we've got Captain Red Dog just in the background. He's in DRS, but he's not really in this fight. Cheeky, meanwhile, has got Lewis D behind him. He's going to try and go around the outside of turn 1. Be able to do so. Not quite. Meanwhile, Robbo's just taking the lead back, or has he? I call that turn 3. Down the hill. Falsey back onto the inside line. Those soft tyres are just giving him what he needs. You've got to say though, Robbo's probably in the pound seats here on a tyre life basis. This is really about whether they can go long enough into this race. Falsey's looking after those tyres, 72 to 74. I mean, it's not massive. It's not massive. What are we doing versus... Oh, we're using faster than we should. Which is not bad because we need to get to this line. Doing okay, everyone. Save. Probably still on save actually. The second Aston Martin ruined his situation so far, considering he started on the second row. Red Dog, he has really fast laps. Sometimes he just seems to disappear for a couple of laps at a time. Robbo's got Falsey again. We'll leave that. Devlin's looking back at Lewis. These guys are suspicious. Cheeky with the fastest lap of the race so far. Jimbo Django with some sort of damage. Not see what's happened there, but he's on the back of Grin. This is for 10th. He's in the midsection. I've done 1 times this whole thing. Wow, okay. Up to 2 times gets things going faster. And so let's see what he does into this final section. No, see, because Grin's just close enough to Peter Crisp. He's having a quietly good race, by the way, in 9th, although he's now got Grin on the back of him. We'll stay on board here to see what happens. And Peter's, yeah, he's going to get overtaken on the outside by Grin. Jimbo Django's going to look and see if he can follow through. And Grin's finally up to 9th. I feel sorry for Peter because I finally give him some good feedback and he loses his place. And to Grin of all people. Jimbo Django doesn't seem to be able to close up, and to be fair to Peter Crisp, he's now looking pretty close to Grin. We've got a yellow flag. Ball looked like he was moving backwards.
Right, let's have a look now. Around turn 3. The gap opens up for them. And we've got a new
Okay, so
race
it's
leader.
not that. I thought that was where the yellow flag came from. Jam Master Jade
Here's the
lock up.
replay. Now with the Haas. Things are okay at this stage. And the car fails to respond. But that's just the risk you take.
We're seeing that.
The later you leave it.
Seen that quite often in that corner. And again, he's now dropping to the back of the field because he was behind his teammate. So 16th and now he's down to 21st. Ball's got falsy.
Let's have a look at it. Here we've got the Aston Martin. The opportunity begging to be taken.
Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. Oh, that was close. Falsy from the lead down to 4th.
The Aston Martin moves past.
Will we get a replay of that? And now he's falling behind. Oh, what's happened? He's just falling back. Yeah, I don't need to see everyone taking Falsey. What happened to Falsey? Falsey going from 1st to 7th in a lap. It's an absolute devastating situation now. He's got to get himself back into this. Boar's now got Imrahill. Now got Aston Martin 1-2.
Now this was at turn 1. It's certainly inviting.
Imrahill made it difficult. But he got through. Imrahill looking to come back at him. Falsey doing well with that tyre life, but I'm reeling as much as I am at the end of the Canadian Grand Prix at the moment. From that, meanwhile we've got Lewis and Red Dog fighting out. This is giving Drummy an opportunity. Drummy's come at the inside. Imrahill's got ball. We'll check that. Out of turn 3. Oh, and Lewis pulled over. Again, that was close. I'll check that because it looks like Falsey might have pushed him wide. Was he already wide? He was already wide. Drummy's pushed him wide at the end of turn 3. And that's given Falsey the opportunity to overtake. Well, I think Lewis can feel pretty hard done by there. He's now got Return and Saturales behind him.
Right, so
Race direction saying it's a lockup.
And there's the lockup. Just unable to control the car by that point.
That's a secondary issue. That's a secondary issue. Lewis having equally bad time as Falsey. Imrahill, I'm sure I've seen that already. I'm just going to leave that. Oh, that looked like contact. Got a yellow flag. Grin. Henke.
Okay,
I can't keep
so
up.
heading into turn 1 here.
Turn 1.
Struggling with the car. By that point, it was just too late.
Henke's gone wide. Grin's got Peter Crisp. That's what I saw. What I saw on the change. Falsey is where he was. There's a lot of... it's all behind Imrahill. So Imrahill's become a stopper. Right. What have you got? Oh, you've got tyres. You've got tyres for days. And you're on bloody... Right, let's get you ahead. And then, there we go. In fact, Imrahill, let's go win the race. So I'm using you in my number 2 just because you're in the second slot. Falsey, meanwhile, drumstick all over the back of him. Cheeky the fist of pit. in the Ferrari, followed by the McLaren of Jimbo Django, and Return the Star in the second Ferrari. Is that a double stack? It's fine. So they're coming around the back. Floyd Freaks managed to get round some of them. So people are coming in. I'd say it was too early. Falsey trying to get around Drummy. We all know Drummy is a very hard defender. I can't recall any time I haven't watched a Drummy defence and not said that. It looks like they got contact there. Well, Falsey gets the overtake. Can he make it stick? Because Drummy doesn't just let it go. Red Dog got him real.
You can see what happened. Heading down the straight, they decide to give it a go.
Into the penultimate corner. Rare to see an overtake there. That one was achieved. Drummy's back ahead. Red Dog with a faster slap. Imriel following. Can I go around the outside? Not quite. Let's give you a few more tools. Tyre light. Tyre light, you've got loads of tyres. Yeah, we're going to do it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I missed it. Robbo pitted. So that was Imriel for the lead. And Red Dog's taking it straight back. And Imriel's fighting back for it. I need to manage this. The rain's getting later. The rain's getting later. Where's Falsey? Okay, Falsey, let's pit you. Has to be hard. Falsey, in a world of his own, just because everyone else has pitted. Boar's also pitted. Let's see where Boar's going to come out. Clean stop. Looks like a clean stop too for the GRcade crew. He's up to speed first. Neo Cortex. Now Neo hasn't pitted. Oh wow. That's 2 places Falsey's lost out of these cold tyres, these hards, very cold. Oh, has he got a chance at... Well, Neo got 2 there. Nice little move there by Neo. Don't think he's made it stick. Drummy seems to have got him back. Neo on all tyres. These two still fighting it out the front. These hards can go for days. Got to hope that Red Dog's in this time though. He is. So where's he going to come out? That's a nice stop. ahead of Cheeky Devlin from the looks of it. So straight back out into third. Falsely, I don't know what's going on with you. Why is Drummy all of a sudden miles ahead? Tyres he on? Mediums. Which is hammering. Jimbo Django with the fastest lap of the race, 107. Grin taking that off him. He's off up on the back of Lewis. He's gone round him, or nipped through the inside. Lewis is going to try and go back around him. Grin's going to leave him enough room. Lewis onto the inside into the next corner and muscles his way back. This is for the final points position, or would have been. Mini E and the Alpine just pitted, so they'll both pass him. Lewis with a very strong defence here on Grin. Lewis remembers what happened at the last race, and he's not giving Grin any opportunities. He's holding his own here. Keep going. Imrahil in the lead, only person not to pit yet. So, whilst I was told he had the worst tyre management, 48. I'll let him go long for now. Although he's 2 seconds a lap slower, Imrahil needs to find some pace, yeah. Okay, attack these tyres. I need to find some pace, Imrahil. Cheeky Devlin behind Red Dog for third, would have been at second, I assume. Jimbo Django. Can't remember if he's had that issue previously, but it looks like he's let Drummy through. Grin's got past Lewis. Have to wait to see if Lewis will come back at him. Meanwhile, Peter Crisp is right behind Chandler Star. So we need to see what happens there. Will he get him? Is he close enough? He's going to have a look. It's only half a look. Lewis got past Grin. The lead at the front now, just a little lower. It is now time to pit as the pace drops. Peter Crisp, see what you can do. No, not close enough to make a shake. Round the outside, he does it. He's up into 10th. That'll be Alpine's first points of the season. Imrahil's in the pits. That looked clean. Straight to the exit. That's the McLaren's coming out. And Falsey straight behind. Falsey got to conserve. I'm Team Imrahil all of a sudden. Oh, they're fighting! Right, we can go back to aggressive then. Right, Falsey, freaking go. Top up whilst you're here. They've both made it round. Did they both make it? I'm not watching. I'm too busy looking at the menus. But I'm sure there was another car in front of him. Both of them a minute ago. Oh, Jimbo Jagger went in the pit. Tactics. Always defend. High aggression just for the minute. So on Jimbo Jagger to hold Lewis and Grin behind him as best he can. So just try and let Falsey make a gap, although he's struggling. He needs to catch Drummy. He's just outside that 1 second. Go away. He's there now. Okay. We don't have deploy anymore, so you have to go to neutral. And he got in, but I wasn't watching.
This was the 7th corner. Can they squeeze by?
He's deploying his extra tyre life, his extra power.
Closer and closer to that podium.
Right, Imrahil. Now look and see what he can do. Be a little bit more aggressive on that tyre, and he is. Goes alongside Drummy. Doesn't quite make it past. I'll watch from behind as Imrahil's trying to get around Drummy. He makes a defensive move. That gives Imrahil the opportunity to go around the outside, and he does, and Lewis follows him. So yeah, good set of moves there, and Falsey's got ahead of ball when I wasn't looking. So let's have a look at the replay. Falsey with a point to prove. That puts him back into third. But now he's lost the place. Whilst we were watching the replay, he lost the place. I don't push him wide. I did see there was yellow flags out. Okay, so it wasn't for that. He's dropping down the order. Return. Oh no! Throwing the gavel track! Ah, that was close with Mildew. Well, let's... Falsey, that's not what I was expecting to see, but let's have a look.
So here we go, heading into turn 1. There's the opening.
And DRS, foot down.
Up into third and contending for a podium place.
Well, bad times. Oh god. It was probably a very good overtake ball, but we need to move this race forward. We're on lap 36. Captain Red Dog is now up behind Robbo for the race lead. Into turn 3, up the inside, it's close, it doesn't quite do it. He's going to have DRS in the inside line, puts his foot down, and away he goes. And ball goes. Satchelizer just dropped. Vermilion.
Let's see what happened there. Now this was at turn 1.
It's going to be a standard lockup. Luckily it's not as wet as it was yesterday,
Well, you could see the
because
lockup.
everyone was going
They
into that
ended up
wall.
their own passenger.
But yeah, it's just difficult to get back on your foot back on the power from that position. Well, Red Dog foot down. He's put 1.8 to the everyone there. Ball's just been overtaken by Imrahil into turn 1. And now Imrahil is on the back of his teammate. I'm going to cool his jets as best I can. But it doesn't matter because he went anyway. Now they're line astern. And this is Team Principal's worst nightmare. The side by side through another corner into the penultimate. Oh, Which is why they've given Boar a bloody opportunity here. They're squabbling amongst themselves. Boar's going to go around the outside. He goes wide. They're lucky. Falsey's still looking. They're going around the outside. Oh, and he's pushed Falsey wide. And Falsey, for the second time this race, has dropped down a lot of places. I don't want to watch the replay. I saw it live. It was painful the first time. Ah, Imrahil in great shape. Wet weather's coming. In fact, it's going to start raining any time. We've got to watch out for the water level. Jimbo Django fastest lap. So pretty much the second consideration here is your tyre life. Like Dark Side, doing a very good job by the way, only being one position by his teammate, 49%. Vermilion similar, Jimbo Django on 47. These guys are probably going to have to jump first, or they're going to have to suffer it a bit longer. Of the leaders, it's kind of looking like Lewis is that person who's just gone wide as we joined him. Falsey, we can see what he can do. We'll give him some deploy and see if he can get round. Lewis D, very strong defender. Oh my god, people, stop it. Pushing Falsey out wide into the gravel, defends his position. It has got dark on the track. Yes, just says losing IRS, but I have got him already on top up. And to be fair, I'm surprised if Lewis has done the same. The rain has not yet started. Falsey making a point of that overtake. He's through into 6th with great tyre life. Imrahil now chasing down Robbo. Gaps to leader. 5 seconds. And this is for second place. And Imrahil, little bit cheeky, pushing Robbo wide. He's got the place done. The rain has started. Saw Imrahil's overtake. Drummy's just got overtaken by Falsey. We sort of saw it. So now I've got to remember to look over here. See what everyone's doing. Look after that tyre, go into neutral. So this is going to be, just let's reduce the risk of accidents. As we're watching Falsey on ball. Inside, hasn't quite done it. You can see Drummy and Lewis in the background squabbling. But yeah, it's difficult here for Ball. He can't see any cars in front of him. He's the first one having to navigate the slightly damp conditions, make judgment calls, and the guys behind can just make a decision on what they're going to do based on that. He does shape up a defence there in the first corner. I can see Drummy doing the same in the background. Falsey, let's wrap the gearbox, can't do anything. Drummy's done the same. It's getting a little bit wetter. Falsey, around the outside, Falsey, you don't learn. Damage. I'll look at that in a second. Hank, he's got a mechanical.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
That's, I forget. Those don't show you anything.
And there's
Right, what have we got?
quite a crash.
Underfloor. That's the one we've just seen. Well, Boar equally
The team glued to the monitors.
badly done there.
watching their
They're not
hopes
happy over in
go
Aston
away.
Martin. I can't repair that. So you're just going to have to go. Meanwhile, the rain is still next to now. Oh. That's really weird to get the penalty then. Meanwhile, Drummond's going to see what he can do with ball. Can he get round? He's up the inside. He manages to just get the traction off the corner. DRS is still enabled. The rain is increasing. You hear that from the engineer. No one's yet transferred over, but tyre life is getting dicey for a lot of people. Satriola's is falling down the order. Looks like it was just the one overtake by Mini E. So can you go around the outside? Oh, it gets pushed wide. Oh, he's got front wing damage.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Let's see it on board Mini E. Well, he's unsighted.
And for the crew watching on in the garage, that really must have been a hard one to take.
Alpine desperate for some points today. But that car for the Williams is looking pretty damaged. We're going to have to replace that. That's going to force their hand. It's too early for the Inters. Yeah, he still goes round. Oh, he's got traffic behind him. Mini E's got the penalty for that. Not too surprising from my point of view. But yeah, he's got Cutoff and Neocortex. Mercedes pushes the Sauber wide. And meanwhile, I've lost the track temperatures. I need to see that. Cutoff goes through on the inside, and yeah, Satrializer is sitting duck at this point. Imrahil has closed in to Red Dog. His tyres are decent as far as fields go, so he can go a bit longer than everyone else. Falsey similarly, but he's quite far back. He's got Lewis behind him. Lewis, funnily enough, being the one without damage today. I've not got everyone on super aggressive still, have I? Imrahil, let's be a little bit more chill. As Falsey's lost 3 positions when I wasn't looking.
Let's take a closer look. Now here we are tackling turn 3. The gap opens up for them.
Lewis has pushed him wide, and he's got to let the other 2 through. Falsey's not having joy in wheel-to-wheel combat today. People are entering the pits. I was slow. Okay. Well, that's fine. You can pit. I agree with the field. This is probably time to pit. So Red Dog's first one in. Looks like everyone behind is pitting, so he's going to come out into position. Imrahil is out into traffic. I don't know, is that Mini E ahead of him? Yes, it is. He can be on attack. I mean, it's dangerous, isn't it? It's got to come in. It's only got 16 seconds, so that's closing to the leader. In he comes. His garage is at the end of the pit straight, so...
And here we've got a yellow flag.
It's Return of the Star. Oh! Well, that looks like the Ferrari's fault from my vantage point. Ferrari guys, not so sure. Well, Imrahil's back out into second. Yeah, let's tackle these tyres. So what have we got going? Let's check first. Everyone's on Inters. Red Dog's out in first. Got a time penalty for returning the start. Not too surprised by that. Imrahil 5 seconds behind, but a lap behind. So that's cost him 3 or 4 seconds from the looks of it. It's a bit unfortunate. Robbo's then 7 seconds further behind. One time, just move forward. Lewis down in 4th. Drummy and the McLaren down in 5th. Falsey relatively close in 6th. Ball's fallen away down to 7th. Grin pretty anonymous today in 8th. The Ferrari in 9th and Alpine and Peter Chris in 10th. The Dark Side B literally taking that off him as we go on board. Cannot catch a break, can Mr. Crisp. And Dark Side is now looking like what he can do around Devlin, which is overtaking. In fact, he's looking like a man on a mission. Devlin, Darkside might just be a wet weather specialist for all I know, because he's now all the way on the back of Grin. And you've got to say, it looks like he's going to get him, and he does. Pushes Grin wide, it lets Cheeky through. There's going to be an inquest in the teams for that. That might be what just caused the yellow flag. Satriali's running wide.
Let's have a look.
Down in 21st.
Oh, we've seen a few go off the track there. Perhaps a little lapse in...
Falty's got Drummy.
Now we're
Wasn't watching.
the action closely here. It's there for the taking.
It's a relatively benign one from Drummy, defensive-wise. Oh, he got pushed wide. Falsey dishing out some medicine that has been given to him previously. He's a man on a mission because I'm burning through his tyres. Let's just put a light on there for a little minute. Let's just do the same for you. And then we'll go again. Robbo really close to Lewis here. Looks like he's going to do something, then doesn't. We're on lap 52. Henke with a mechanical fault. Is this something that Colapinto did to his car?
That's not what they need right now.
Oh, you never see it these years. It is now officially damped. Oh. Henke just wide there. Down in 17th. Turn the start, looking like he might do something with Fluid Freak, but probably not. Another bad day for the kick salvers. Is there? There should be somewhere a... No. An interval difference. I can't see it. Let's just look at the live one. 4.5 seconds. It's because these guys have come off aggressive. Lewis, sizing up the Aston Martin, he really wants a podium today. see Grin is really behind his teammate here. Wrong screen. He's going to try and take that position back. He's not happy with what happened earlier. Hasn't been able to do it there. Oh, he's his teammate. He's his teammate. How did they get away with no damage there? Front of his car looks... Let's look at the front wing. Front wing looks fine. But yeah, collision with his teammate, that's just not on. The team will not be happy with that. And Darkside would definitely not be happy with that. Peter Crisp might not be too bothered. Might try and see what he can do with this one as they're overtaking Neo. We've got 15 laps to go. Got Bohr and Lewis D still tussling. DRS has now been disabled, so now all overtakes need to be done on merit. Imrit Hill was closing in on Captain Red Dog, but I have slowed him down a little bit, so we'll see if that does still happen. It's continuing to rain. But it has neutralised the race a little bit, hasn't it? Let's check out on the Ferrari. Devlin, look and see what he can do with Ball. Got a yellow flag, virtual safety car, and my heart just goes out my mouth when this happens. Full safety car, full safety car.
Now there's been an incident and it looks to be the Mercedes.
Oh dear, Mercedes. This with Mini E. That might be a race incident.
And while all that was happening, the crew in the garage could do nothing but watch on.
I don't think there's any benefit right now coming in. Mini E's retired from that. This is going to close the field. This probably works in my favour, because I'm feeling pretty good with my tyre life and my pace. So, time penalty for Mini E, not too surprising. I think he carries that into the next race. Turning the star pitting. He's come back out. And no one has pit for tyres. Let's just speed this up then as we collect everyone. Lap to car's going to overtake, which means we're probably coming into, not this lap, next lap. Into getting ready to go. So, neutral, let's pop this down to 2 times while I do this. I'm going to go into push, going to go into attack, going to go into attack, going to go into push, going to go into deploy, yeah, deploy, and deploy. Lewis T from mechanical fault where it had to happen. The race has gone live, it's gone green. That was what I wanted. We're on 1 time, we're on virtual safety car. What happened? Drummy! What happened to Drummy?
Not quite sure what's happened there.
Okay, click it.
Look at the McLaren driver here. And there's the contact. And they'll have to pick themselves up after that.
I think he's burst a tyre. Yeah, he's retired. Then runs down another lap. The rain's still falling. It's going to be carnage at the end of this race. Okay, 2 times. Peter Crisp in 10th. I'm really excited for that for the Alpines. Red Dog. It's kind of probably hoping to just want to go as soon as he can. Drummy's car's gone. Why are we still under VSC? I've heated the tyres up because it needed doing. Guess you guys are on neutral, really. Oh, I'm a little worried the game isn't going to turn this off. Come on. Wow, return to the start and Neocode so managed to catch the back of the grid. Right, virtual safety car is ending. Let's freaking go, guys. We got tyre life to the end of this race. Just destroy these tyres. Let's go. Imrahil. Looking to see what he can do on this restart. He's late on the brakes. He goes. He's done it. Falsey looks like he's got one as well. Oh, it's 1 time. Why does it feel so slow? Falsey's now looking at Lewis. God, keeps on interval. Can he do it? I mean, it's a bit dicey in these corners. I've seen the overtake done that for an ultimate today, but not then. He's going to have to go. Oh, I've got these guys on deploy, haven't I? That's why. Imrahil, you might not need it. You might need to go to neutral. Round the outside, just so. I give Falsey points for not taking a hint. And that the outside is dangerous for you. But he's done it, and I'm going to have to put you to neutral because you can't afford to keep running like that. But Falsey up into 3rd. Captain Red Dog, he seems to have caught up now to Imrahil. It's close here. Is he going to do anything into this corner? Shapes to the outside. He's going to dart to the in. No, he's going to try and sit in the wheel tracks and do it on traction. Imrahil with a chemical fault. I mean, I'm watching him, so nothing will happen. But what the hell was it? Oh no, it's his powertrain. He's crashed from qualifying. Might be his undoing. He's now got minor damage to his gearbox, and you can tell that the captain can smell blood, like high aggression. Always defend. You're fighting now. Meanwhile, Falsey's got Lewis D on the back of him too behind. As we're riding on with, we're following Captain Red Dog. Robbo in 5th, probably feeling hard done by how the race has panned out, but he's close as well. Boar's dropped behind. Devlin now with Danwatts. I think we just went too slow. Devlin with mechanical fault. These tyres are probably proper overheated, he's right. 3 laps to go. I don't know the game well enough to know if this means that the tyres are just going to stop being as grippy, or they're just going to lose a lot of condition. And so the smart thing is just to leave it and hope for the best, right? yeah, Imrahil knows my strategies from last time. Not great, but he's in fifth right now. What I will do though is tell you to drive and clean out where you can. It's going to be difficult because he does need to overtake. And he's left the door open there for Lewis. He's going to push him out wide a little bit. Grin now with mechanical fault. Forces, yeah, okay, that didn't work. Don't do that. I mean, it might have been that. It might be the fact that your tyres are cooked. Lewis is up into third. On to the final lap. It's deploy time, boys. For Imrahil. Give it everything. Falsey, you don't really have everything to give. Robbo on the back of him. Bohr on the back of him as well. They're going to try and both go around the outside. Falsey having to hold the position 2 times. I can't do it, it's too slow. Meanwhile, for the lead, Imrahil holding the position. You've got to think that's all there is. He's going to keep his foot down. And we're going to have a different winner as Vermillion gets a mechanical fault on the last lap. And as long as he sticks this final corner and keeps his foot down, he'll win the race. Falsey for 4th. And then Peter Crisp, my favourite, in 10th place. Just holding off on Vermillion for 11th.
They're not just here to take part, they're here to win.
What an amazing finish to a thrilling race. It's a real testament to their skill and the team's engineering.
Well, after his race in Canada, I think it's fair to say he deserves that. Not quite the last to first race that people talk about, but last race, first this race.
Formula One's newest team, shattering all expectations here.
It was a truly excellent win, with everything working together for the team and driver.
It's hugs all round for the team. In fact, they all deserve a pat on the back as well for everything that they've achieved. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They'll be absolutely delighted to have picked up the win here. What a great outcome that is for the team.
And that's it for this weekend here in Austria.
For the next round, we're heading back to the heart of the UK. Get ready for a race to remember in Silverstone, the cradle of Formula One.
So Imrahil takes the points for the race win. Captain Red Dog just behind half a second. And Lewis doing the second Red Bull. Falsey taking 4th from Paul. Will be disappointed with that. Robbo also losing a place in the Aston Martin. And Bohr as well. He started 2nd, so he won't be too happy there. But still good points after a trying race. Meanwhile, the Ferrari up 2. Devlin will be happy with that. Grin, relatively quiet race for him. Dark Side managing to go up 13 places after his pit lane start, and Peter Crisp finally getting that final point. A fastest lap going to Jimbo Django, who was down in 13th, and we did not have finishes for Drummy, Mildew or Mini E. Drivers' Championship, what's that done to it? Well, it's still the same 1st and 2nd, although it has closed up and there is the potential of a championship battle. Still not too sure about that. Falsey has climbed up to 3rd. He's just jumped Bohr, who's 1 point behind him, and Lewis D, who's also closed up as well. Drummy's now being caught by Imrahil, having lost 3 places himself. Imrahil having jumped Dark Side by 182. Jimbo Django in 9th from Robbo 32, rounding out the top 10 in the championship. Meanwhile, here Devlin's jumped 2 places with his 6 points, doubling his tally, and Peter Crisp with 1 point joins the bottom, meaning it's only the Saubers of Floyd Freak and Neocortex yet to score, along with Mini E, who picked up that time penalty at the end of the race. Constructors much closer, Red Bull now getting quite close to RB. Feels like the momentum's with Red Bull from this race alone. GRcade Racing looks like they doubled their tally with this race and puts them up into third. Aston Martin will be disappointed with what could have been their starting positions. They are fourth. McLaren did not score. McLaren did not score, so they've gone down 2 places, and the Ferrari have climbed 7th with their points haul, and Alpine off the mark with 1 point. And for fastest pit stops, still not GRcade. Never in the top 10. So here, GRcade and Kicksauber at the bottom. Must have picked up some points early doors, or you just get 10 points for turning up. McLaren at the top of this league, Red Bull in second, Ferrari in third. Right, Silverstone next, because Karundol does that. And yeah, I'll see you then. I'm just a bit exhausted by that one. Exacerbated and speechless for the second time in 2 races. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next one.